Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Rotor Talk Live, Season 5, Episode 40, DJI updates and giveaway, plus more. We're going to do first. StreamYard has a very neat method of being able to do giveaways, so we're going to use that tonight. Going to have a lot of fun. And the plus more part, I think you guys are going to like that as well, too. So stick around. That's going to be in the bottom half of the hour. Marcus is going to join us. Ron's having some minor surgery tomorrow, so he's not going to join us tonight. However, very special guest Johnnie Alfonso, Johnny Drone Flyer, will be showing up here in a little bit. Just want to let you guys know the order of business. Now, first thing I want to talk about tonight, and I know our good friend Barry Markowitz, when you live in Florida, you know, one of the things that you just absolutely need to be aware of is it's hurricane season. Yeah. Well, when my daughter got married 5 years ago in 2017, right before they got married, almost about a week, Hurricane Irma hit, and it was the first hurricane that I've kind of been through. I mean, it got up to a Category 3, but by the time it hit landfall, it really dissipated. A lot of wind, a lot of rain, all that kind of good stuff. And I want to bring up, I got so many graphics tonight. It's not funny here. So I want to get this up right now. This actually shows the path of Fiona right now here. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and share this here. All right. This shows the path of Fiona. And from what I understand, it's Bermuda's involved, and then also the Bahamas, which is, you know, out in the Atlantic here. So supposedly, from what I'm hearing, it's not going to be a threat to landfall in the United States. However, Puerto Rico was hit. 1.5 million people are without power. Dominican Republic got hit pretty hard as well. So that's another, that's always an area of concern and prayer. This little band right here, okay, and you get to be an expert at this kind of stuff when you live down here. Okay, this band right here, according to our meteorologist, and by the way, I've watched meteorologists I've lived in 3 major cities for, 20, 30 years. Here it's been over 10. But Paul is the best of the best because you know what? He tells you like it is. He doesn't overinflate. He doesn't underinflate. He tells you straight up. This band right here, what you're seeing, okay, it's going to move into the Gulf is what he's saying. And in probably about a week, it's going to impact us. So, and one of the nice things about living in Tampa, we live on the Gulf side of Florida, which hurricanes really, it's a lot of effort for them to get up into the Gulf. And by the time they do hit the Gulf, they've really weakened. So historically, that's been a good thing for us here in Tampa. Just wanted to kind of give you a heads up. And, and it's one of those things I know, I've done hurricane updates before from Rotor Talk, just letting you guys know what it's like because, it impacts everybody. And that's a big reason, why I even got into ham radio in the first place was emergency communications. And, we're getting all set. This weekend, we're going to stock up on some water, get some more batteries, have some more, dry goods on hand, just in case. Another thing of way of life down here is everything that was built after Hurricane Andrew, which was sometime in the mid 80s, concrete block, and it's nice thick concrete block. And then we have corrugated metal hurricane shutters as well too. So, and the thing to do down here, and I know I'm harping on it, but I just kind of want to give some of you who aren't as familiar with it a prep. The only time you really ever evacuate is for coastal flooding. It's not for the wind. It's for flooding, and it's even not for the rain. It's coastal flooding, and for where we're at, we're safe. Okay, as far as that's concerned, we're not in a floodplain. So we're unless it comes in 20 miles inland, which that almost never happens. We're good. So all right, enough. All right. Let's get back to the show here. Okay, you know what? I need to welcome people here tonight because one of these, or 3 of these lucky people are going to win something tonight. As long as you stick around. I can't say anything about that. Let's see who we have in the house. Lauren is in the house. Maddie's in the house. Ray's in the house. Mr. Bill Thomas is in the house. Mr. Stephen Ewing from Ireland is in the house. Mark White is in the house. Let's see who we else. 1030. Michael Wright is in the house. Drone Shots. Jody, welcome. One Vision Aerial, welcome. Jaybird is here. Who else we got? Air Photography. Sean, welcome. Trini Weeks. Welcome, Trini. Eric Lipinski. Drone Pilot. Let's see who else we got. Henry Mills. Lauren is in the house. Welcome, Lauren. Let's see. Okay. All right. Billy Tompkins is here. Okay. And David Martin Graff. Having a blast, guys. All right. Let's go ahead. I want to bring up that first article here. All right. DJI has approved 7 drones for remote ID. This is significant, and want to go over this list here real quick. And it would be good if I shared my screen. Okay. Remote ID compliance deadline was February 16th, or excuse me, September 16th. Now they're going to not enforce it until December 16th. Okay. Which drones are approved for remote ID? Mini 3 Pro, Avata, Air 2S, Mavic 3, Mavic 3 Cine, Matrice 30, and Matrice 30 Thermal. Okay. Excuse me. Newly manufactured versions of these drones will comply with remote ID rules with no further action required from customers. They will ship with the notation ASTM F3411-22A-RIDB on the regulatory label attached to the aircraft. Meanwhile, operators already own the drones listed above will be able to comply with remote ID rules by downloading a free firmware update from DJI at a later date. It's worth noting DJI is seeking FAA approval for additional drone models, which will be posted on the FAA website as they are approved. Should also be highlighted as the new remote ID approvals from the FAA come a month after DJI became the first drone manufacturer to earn a C1 type certificate for drones under the new European regulations. Okay, this is leaving quite a few drones that are still out there, and I'm going to go the Mavic 2 Zoom, Mavic 2 Pro, the original. Let's see, I want to be safe here. Okay, DJI Air 2, not the Air 2S. Okay. The original Mavic Air, the Spark, the Phantom 4 Pro V2.0. There's a lot out there, and there's a lot out there that people are still flying. So it's going to be real interesting to see what's going to happen with that. So stay tuned for this. This is a work in progress. Again, this isn't coming until December this year, so stay tuned. I'm sure DJI is going to get this taken care of, so I don't really think we have to worry about this. But again, this is something that you need to note and need to note down here. Now, you can also assume, too, that drones coming out after this are going to be approved as well. That's just a given. I'm just going to kind of like say it like it is, guys. I mean, that's kind of what I'm thinking there. So, yeah. So that's where that's at. Another week, another Inspire 3 leak, okay? And from our friend Acetalev. God love Acetalev, okay? Let me get it down here, okay? I wish I could zoom in on this, but you can see the Inspire 3 right here. And then he's talking right here. You can see an RC Plus. So apparently it's going to use an RC Plus as the controller for it. And there's absolutely no word on when this is coming out. If I were to venture a guess, and I'm sure our resident expert in the crowd who will remain nameless probably knows a better date than I do. It's a guesstimate on my part of November-ish. That's what I would say for this. This is just something off the top of my head. So stay tuned for this. There's more to come. I'm sure, but also beware. This is not going to be geared. This is more Matrice 30 type of area. This, the M30, the M30T. are not really consumer drones, okay? And the Inspire 3 is not really a consumer drone. So be prepared, and be prepared to part with some serious coin for this, okay? And my guesstimate is when you fully deck this thing out, it's going to cost more than the M30T. That's just a given. By the time you get the camera lens system on there and what else you need, yeah, it's gonna set you back some serious coin, but it's gonna have a lot of great performance. So stay tuned for that. And again, my guesstimate is probably I'm gonna say November on that. Um, that's just kind of my guess right now. Um, And then we get hit with this, okay? Out of the blue, an email from DJI. And let's go. Let me go ahead and where is that? DJI teases September 22nd launch event as Osmo Mobile 6 gimbal leaks online. How about that? Okay. DJI is teasing a new product to unfold your creativity, launching this Thursday at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Okay. And you get to see, and they show, and you can see there's a close up, of the display on the handle part of the gimbal right there. So, very very interesting. Here it is. Unfold your creativity, and then it shows the battery status on there. One thing for me, and here's Johnny. Let me get Johnny in here if I can get my cursor to work. Well, welcome back, everybody.
Hey, man, I broke the stream.
You two are absolutely
back,
like
everybody.
like electricity, okay? Because that's just what happened. Everything for like about 30 seconds went out at my home. I mean, everything went out. Boom, boom,
Man.
boom.
It was Marcus's fault. I know it.
Expletive deleted.
Well, we're back.
I thought you had a hurricane pop up all of a sudden, Bill. You know.
Yeah, I thought maybe Fiona was taking another course and coming over and causing some problems here. It's only hurricanes that's in this house is my wife. Okay, so that's one I can handle at times. Okay, at times.
Hey guys, I got a prop in the shot. I mean, I don't know. Does anybody see it? I mean, it's costing me like $20. I was costing somebody $20 for this.
It's awesome. Yeah, I think it's beautiful.
I like it. How's
everybody doing tonight, Bill? Thank you, Marcus.
Good to talk. Thank you guys for coming by here. I was talking about the Osmo Mobile 6 and I was getting ready to welcome Johnny, and then boom. Okay, the night the lights went out in Georgia. We're not really in Georgia, but anyway. Okay. Looking at it, and I'm sorry, okay. I love, what? The only thing I really kind of use a handle or an extension on, my original Osmo Action, PGY Tech built a great thing for that, and that's what I use. I got the original Osmo, the original, okay. And the one thing that I really didn't like about it was you had to take the phone out of its case in order for it to work. And the original one, it was off balance and it was so sensitive, and it just really soured me on the whole deal. So I sent it back. I
wasn't supposed to show this. I forgot I'm under DNA.
Uh-oh.
It's a little late now.
Hey, I'll tell you what it's handy for. I'll tell you the reason that this is an OS or OM4, and what I like it for is you can do motion lapse with it. You can get some amazing motion lapse shots with it. I don't use it so much for stability, for walking around and doing a video, but motion lapse and putting it on a tripod and tracking. It will track you, and that's why I'll always have one.
Well, I think they're, they have a place, and I understand that. Now with me now that I have two smartphones, that might be something I might consider, but for now, for my workflow, it's not part of it. It's just not going to be there for me.
Yeah, I mean, I maybe use it 2 or 3 times a year, but it's cheap enough that it's kind of worth it to me.
Well, and some of us have the newest smartphone too. Mentioning no names.
Yeah, that iPhone, 14?
Look at the size of the camera. Look at that.
Wow.
Hello, and we're going to talk about that here in a minute. And I know you did a video on this too, Marcus. So this is going to be good. But the first thing I really want to talk about is, okay, we've been saturated with Action 3 and GoPro Hero 11 reviews. The best of the best have gotten them, put them through its paces. What are your guys' thoughts from watching all these videos?
I'm kind of sour on GoPro right now, but I think there's little doubt that the GoPro, the video quality is probably incrementally better on the GoPro. I think if I was going to buy one of the new action cameras, it would be the Osmo Action 3 because of the battery life mainly. Yeah. So it's really, there's just such a small difference between the two. It's a use case thing, really.
What do you think, Johnny?
Well, I just got the Action 2, and we went on that little cruise, and I used it, man, and it worked fine. And like Marcus says, I think it's they're going up. I mean, I don't have a GoPro, never had one. My son-in-law does, but I like the Action 2, and of course, the Action 3 looks great. And you don't have to buy every new tech toy, but hey, this is fine. And I saw all the reviews on Action 3. Yeah, great camera. I think it'll fit in, to a lot of people. And of course, DJI coming out with that Avata, it's got a great camera on that drone itself. So, that segment, the people who buy that drone really may not need, an action type camera for that type, So it's they got a lot of technology coming out here. And I mean, wow, it's an action filled last quarter of the year. That's for sure.
Yeah, it really is. And, it's evidenced by tonight because I got so much to try to get in. I mean, there's a lot going on. And, one of the things now is, there was another announcement, DJI Enterprise, and I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get that up here. Okay, that was okay.
Geek Spana is in the house.
Sean is up late.
Okay, called Rise to the Call, and this is the Mavic 3 Enterprise. And you can see if you look real carefully, 1, 2, 3 cameras here, guys. And now what Osatalev says on his page here, could be 2 models of Mavic 3 Enterprise. One is visible light plus infrared plus 7x telescope or zoom. Another is 4/3 type wide angle visible light plus 7x telescope to replace the old Phantom 4 RTK. So this is interesting. And you can see there's a date. That's September. That's a week from today, next Tuesday at 9 a.m. So this is going to be interesting. You can also see here too, if you look real carefully on top, there's going to be placement for modules up there, kind of like the Mavic 2 Enterprise with the loudspeaker and the searchlight and all that kind of good stuff. I'm sure they've probably refined it, and I'm sure they're probably better. So this is going to be interesting to see how this pans out, especially. And it's also interesting too that from what Osatalev's talking about, that they've made a version that's probably, and I dare say this because I don't know anything about the specs, that second one may have a mechanical shutter to enable it to do, because if you know remember what the Phantom 4 RTK is for, that's for photogrammetry, doing maps, that type of thing, surveying. So if that's it, that's a real winner for DJI. I mean, because that Phantom 4 RTK, that's pricey. That's about $7,000 or $8,000.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Bill, all of this is kind of above my pay grade. There are capabilities in those products that I wouldn't even know. I wouldn't even know how to turn them on.
No, I know.
Yeah.
And there's all kind of speculation about what the cameras are going to be and everything. It's going to be interesting to see, because this is going to be something that is going to be, first responder type organizations are going to be interested in something like this. And also professionals from the standpoint, instead of maybe having to get a matrice to do like an M30 or an M30T, you could get a Mavic 3 Enterprise to do that type of job.
I think for me, the bigger, the more significant thing for me is the fact that DJI is still producing these enterprise grade products for the United States, even after all of the stuff going on that, they say government entities can't buy them, et cetera, et cetera. So it's encouraging that they're still pursuing those product lines and advertising them in the U.S.
Maybe they know something, Marcus, Maybe they know that, hey, they're still going to be bought, and I mean, they might catch a little heat in a few places, but, what are they going to replace them with? That's the big key.
Yeah, I mean, so of course, Autel has, they have an enterprise line too, but, I couldn't even tell you how they compare. I wouldn't even hazard a guess. Right. But there are some other alternatives. But the point of it is that even with all the weird stuff that's happened with DJI, they're still pursuing those kind of products here. So that's good.
Well, and I think first responders have spoken up in a loud way about that, Marcus, and that's you raised a very good point. And I think DJI's heard them, and despite what the government has said. And with the government, it's like the agriculture department and forestry and that type of stuff. and you can understand that. Okay. But what's nice is first responder organizations are still being able to get their hands on these. And, you know, and I know Lauren is a part of that group that on Facebook that talks about, and I know our friend, it used to be Romeo Dersher. He's involved with it as well too. You know, that shows how many people.
You know, Dre makes a good point there. You know, it's a lot of it's political, so you know maybe it'll kind of ease off a little bit. Who knows?
Yeah. So let me ask you guys. So I know that one of the things that DJI did is they made these products, for lack of a better word, self-contained. They don't talk to the internet at all if you don't want them to. So where I don't understand where the risk is for you know, police and that sort of thing, unless there's some kind of software buried in there that when they upload that file, it secretly sends it to some server someplace. But wouldn't there be, I mean, you would think that it would be easy to discover that kind of malware. So that's the part of it that has never made sense to me.
Well, you know, and you also figure too, and we're going to move on to the next subject, but you know, the imagery that they get from satellites and from current drones that are up there, like the Predator type drones, I mean, it's like you can see a cup of coffee from 30,000 feet. I mean, you know, it's ridiculous. So why they're harping on this, Dre's probably right, but we're going to move on. And I think this is going to be a good subject because, you know, one of the things that I wanted to kind of spend a few minutes on, you know, we all love our, okay, I'm trying to get the article up, all these pages closed.
Mr. Johnny looks awful solemn today.
I had a great day. I got to fly with Captain Joe America. We went out, did some flying today. He, you know, we flew our mini threes. I brought the V-copter, so he got to fly the V-copter. Yeah, we had a great day.
Yeah,
we're going to have a subject. We have a subject matter expert in the house tonight with Mr. Marcus Crawford here, and there was an article on Drone DJ that really piqued my interest. And let me bring it up here. You know, the whole thing is dealing, and I know Marcus was, you know, this was a keen interest to him. What you need to know before upgrading to the iPhone 14 if you fly drones. Okay, what could be coming in future iPhones? You know, talking about the European Union must use a standard USB-C port for charging. They could be forced to ditch Lightning next year.
That can't happen soon enough, as far as I'm concerned. How about you guys?
Well, I'm very happy about my iPad because I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's a nice thing. Is the iPhone 14 Pro right for you? You know, a lot of people, and it talks about the upgrading thing. Biggest limitation in smartphones drone flying is battery life. It never seems to last as long as you want it to. 13 and 14 are basically the same with just a few additions. Only significant changes we saw this year were from the 14 Pro lineup. So you're content with your 13. You're not going to see any upgrades from getting the newest standard iPhone this year. However, new edition, the iPhone 14 Plus has the same internals as the 14, except for a larger screen and bigger battery. Okay. Not to say the iPhone 14 screen isn't bright enough for you. As it averages nits, it's the same as DJI's RC controller, which I've never had an issue with seeing outside. DJI's RC Pro comes in at 1,000 nits, which lines up with what you probably see on the 14 Pro. However, I always enjoy my built-in screen controllers over those that require smartphones every day. Okay, Marcus, I'm gonna, you know, I have not had it. I'll be first to admit I've had a crazy day at work today. I wanted to watch your video. I did not. So why don't you give us first world experience with this?
Okay, first off, I'll say, you know, the talk about the 200 nit screen on it. I gotta be honest with you guys, I can't tell a difference in brightness than my iPhone 13. It seems to be about the same. It'll go peak brightness of I think they said 1,500 nits for HDR video, and outdoors it will go up to 2,000 nits. Now, it just didn't look that bright to me, to be honest with you. However, I have the screen so far. I've just messed around with the screen set on automatic where it decides how bright it wants to be. I haven't manually messed around with it yet. Now, the test that I did, it probably wasn't ideal conditions. However, I can say with absolute certainty that under those same conditions, when I flew the other day, I had a high temperature of about 76 degrees. That's what for Sean, that's about 32 centigrade, something like that. My iPhone 13 certainly would have dimmed somewhat when I was flying under those conditions. Probably wouldn't have gone completely dark, but would have dimmed somewhat. This guy didn't dim at all. It stayed at the same brightness the whole time. I was able to see the screen very well, see everything I was doing. I flew the DJI Mini 2 with the RC-N1 controller for about a 20-minute flight, which and part of that, I purposely was holding the thing in direct sunlight, trying to heat it up, etc. And I didn't see any screen dimming. Now, that's very different than as Johnny experiences a 90-degree day or something like that. So I can't vouch for that yet, but hopefully moving forward, I'll be able to test that.
Yeah, but that's kind of promising because, you know, if you didn't have it auto bumped up all the way to brightness and you had it on auto, so you could even probably been a little brighter, you know?
Right. I
didn't mean that like it sounded, Marcus. You could have been a little brighter.
Yeah, that too, Johnny. That too.
Wow. Wow, that was good. Well, you know, that is a really good thing to hear, Marcus, because I know, you know, my only experience, you know, I haven't had an iPhone since Valerie and I got married. It's probably iPhone 6 was the last iPhone I had, but I've had iPads in that time. And I had one overheat on me and shut down. This was back at the other house. And what was nice was it was on the original Mavic Pro, and I still had the telemetry, and it was coming back. I mean, of course, you know, it's all visual line of sight. I could see it, and I still had the telemetry, and I knew where it was, and, you know, there was no issues with that. But, you know, that was a scary thing, having that thing overheat on me, and then just completely shut down. Couldn't do a thing, but it was coming back, which I was very fortunate with that. And I learned my lesson with that, you know, especially times a day that I fly, you know, that kind of thing. It makes a big difference.
Yeah.
Well, one of the things that they said on their iPhone event was that they worked on the thermal efficiency of the iPhone. So, you know, but that's all they said. So who knows what that actually means.
And see, and this is the thing for me, okay? It's usually every other year or every 2 years before I will upgrade a phone. And the reason is, like, from year to year, it's kind of like an incremental. There's not a lot of difference from, and they pointed that out in the article, from like the 13 to the 14, okay? Now, for me, you know, right now, I have the Z Fold 3, all right? And I read the specs for the Z Fold 4. Camera's a little better, but, you know, the thing that I'm waiting for, all right, and the thing that I was a big Note fan, okay, the Samsung Galaxy Note series, having that pen in there, it's fantastic. And you can do, you know, it has a little button on there, and, you know, if you hook it up to the right kind of thing, you know, it'll be like you can like do a PowerPoint presentation with that. That's how nice that stylus is, and you can write notes and it'll save it and you know, write it to text, and it's really nice. It's a nice feature. Now, it's still, you can still use the stylus on the Fold 3, but there's no receptacle for it on the Note 3 like there was on the Note. So I'm waiting for Samsung to go ahead and do that. That's one thing I think that, you know, it'll probably be next year before, you know, I'll get the phones paid off. It'll probably be next year before we consider that. But, you know, I think there'll be an upgrade there. But the one thing that I noticed for me, this phone right here, the S22 Ultra, is the best camera from any other phone I've ever seen. Okay. And that I've ever had. All right. This camera is just top notch. And this is what I use in my workflow. Okay. And it's stellar. And I absolutely, positively love it. So with that being said.
Yeah, Marcus and I talked a little bit on the phone yesterday. We talked about that. You know, those phones probably wasn't designed to fly drones. And, you know, that's the kind of the least of Apple's worry, I guess, you know.
Yeah, so where Apple probably gets some attention as far as screen dimming, and Johnny and I talked about this yesterday too, is the gamers, right? Because they make a big deal about using their phone for games. Absolutely. And you see a lot of those gamers they'll mount a big fan on the back of their phone to try and keep it cool and so forth. And obviously that doesn't work for us with drones, but we might get the side effect of them trying to make their product work better and stay brighter.
That's an interesting point that you bring up, Marcus, because, on the iPad, a lot of private pilots use iPads, okay? In conjunction with their instrumentation, it really helps them on takeoffs and landings. And a lot of times they would overheat. So they actually sell, it's a cooling system for iPads.
Right.
And it works, because I know Dobo was real interested in it, a few years back. And, he kind of told me about that, because I was having that. Of course, there's always, putting it in the cooler and let it chill out for a few minutes, kind of a thing as well too. One of the other things I wanted to talk about before we get to the fun stuff here is that the FAA is hiring drone pilots. Okay.
Yeah, I've seen that.
This was kind of piqued my interest here. So we're going to take a peek at this. Now, the FAA is hiring drone pilots. Okay. 2 full-time vacancies for airway transportation systems specialists, UAS operators, are currently open to the FAA in-flight program operations, aircraft operations directorate. Okay. Some of the duties you can expect to perform: mapping out multidimensional spaces, planning and executing flight plans according to Part 107, conducting pre-flight planning, analyzing aerial photographs, performing drone equipment testing, determining which drone platform should be used for a mission. Find a complete list of details for the vacancy here. Just remember, the salary figure mentioned in the vacancy is pre-locality pay, which could be quite significant in areas with higher cost of living. Ultimately, a career with the U.S. government comes with a range of benefits. And if you possess a Part 107 remote pilot certificate and third-class medical certificate, might just turn out to be a great opportunity. The third-class medical certificate is one of the ones, I believe, for private pilots, if I'm not mistaken, that they have to get, because they have to do. Private pilots have to do a physical every year in order to renew their license. So that's just part of it. It sounds real interesting, but only 2 jobs available, and working for the federal government, that wouldn't be something I would fancy right now. I mean, it's just, for me, I know too many people that have worked for the government, and I've heard their war stories, and it doesn't matter, politics aside, anything, it doesn't matter who. It's just, it's a bureaucracy, and the wheels move very slowly in getting things done. But if this is something that piques your interest, go for it. I'm not gonna say no to that. Okay, that's just one of those things. Got something fun here. Okay, now this is, we haven't had a giveaway in like forever. Okay, and I got two of my favorite people here with me to witness this, and we're gonna have some fun here. Now I'm gonna show. Let's get up the. Okay, now I'm gonna show you what. This is gonna be the first one here. Ta-da! These are new. On the right is the new Build a Drone Reviewer sticker. Okay, and on the left is a Build a Drone Reviewer magnet. Okay, with the new logo. I just got these done. I had Sticker Mule, and I got great deals on both of these. Okay, now how this is going to work is StreamYard has a way of being able for everybody in the contest or everybody who wants to participate in the contest, leave a comment with a hashtag. Okay, so what I'm going to ask you guys to do in order to do this, and I'll tell you when to start, because I need to kind of start.
I already got the hashtag entered, Bill.
Okay, all right, and it's going to be hashtag stickers. Okay, so go ahead, guys, enter hashtag stickers there, and then we'll collect these comments here and see what we get. I should have had the Jeopardy music playing right now.
Look at all those stickers coming up.
It's a great way to give away. That giveaway too is really neat.
Well, we know the king of the sticker giveaways is right here with us.
Yeah,
Bill.
he's right. He's right here with us tonight.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I tell you, people love the stickers, and I say they're inexpensive to mail, and people love them. And I know we talked about it all the time, man. Go back about a year ago, and man, now so many people have stickers. So yeah, it's been a big collector's items across the community.
So one of the things that I learned the hard way, I ordered these stickers, and the problem with them is they don't have the little die cut on the back so that they're easy to peel off. And so you're always trying to peel the edge to get them open. And I will never make that mistake again. Next time I order stickers, I'm going to know to make sure they have that little die cut spot in the back so you can get the backing off.
Yeah, it definitely is easy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we are there. Okay, we've gotten 32. We're going to be shutting it down here in just a moment.
Hey, so Sean, are you coming to CES? I see you press access. Yeah, I get a press pass too at CES. So, and Sean, that means we get free lunch while we're at CES.
When is CES, Mark? Is that January?
Yeah, I'd have to look. It's early January. Typically, it's that first full week of January. I'd have to look it up. I haven't registered yet. I need to do it.
Oh, you can have a meetup with Bob out there.
And Lauren,
here we go.
Lauren's going to come down
for the stickers here. Let's see who's going to win.
Bill, the drone reviewer, wins.
Maddie's Drone World. Maddie, congratulations. That is awesome. And my wife entered too. How about that? All right. Maddie, shoot me your address, billthedronereviewer@gmail.com, and I will get these to you ASAP. So congratulations. Okay. That is absolutely awesome. All right. Now, I didn't want that to happen. So I'm going to get this figured out. Oh, well, yeah, of course, my wife would win second time around on this. So, all right, let's go ahead and
Maddie's on a roll. I think he won something the other night on somebody else's stream. Yeah, he's on a roll there.
All right, those closed on me, and I don't know why that happened. So, let's see if I can get this.
Marcus, I like the shirt there, buddy.
This is the original Drone Seekers logo. Yeah, I've had this one for a while. It says United. I don't know if you can see it. It says United States chapter at the very bottom.
Yeah, Sunday.
Now,
at what?
This is second prize here. This is Bill the RC reviewer. It's a great Data RC T-shirt. One size fits all. It's all cotton, so it will shrink. Okay, and if it's a work in progress, but the Bill the Drone Reviewer limited edition is going to become Bill the RC reviewer, and we're going to, besides drones, we're going to look at planes, we're going to look at cars, boats, you name it. Okay, so this is what's coming up next. All right, so you'll have to enter hashtag shirt2. Hashtag shirt2.
Be careful typing shirt.
Yeah.
Hey, Bill, that's not old or anything new. It's vintage. That's what the word is when you get a new logo. Your other logo becomes vintage.
Vintage, yes. It's like we got 20 in there. Now, whoever wins, a reminder, you're going to have to send me a billthedronereviewer@gmail.com your address so I can get this to you. Then we got one more here. And then I got some a real special thing that I want to go over after this.
Oh, I thought we was working our way up to the Mavic 3.
Yeah.
Got 25 out there.
Or that Mavic 3 Enterprise.
Man, it's fun. I tell you what, man, it's fun. It's like Christmas. It's like Christmas.
It is.
Shirt two. A lot of people in. 60 people watching, guys. Matty can't play. Somebody wrote hashtag Matty can't play.
Got 28. See if we can get 2 more, guys.
You're going for 30. Ray Kelly put shirt 12. It's shirt 2, Ray Kelly. And Dennis Maxey, you got to put a hashtag in front of it.
Hashtag.
And Zach Key, good luck with that one.
Well, he didn't write, hey, he could have wrote hashtag blue Corvette. He just wrote Corvette.
Yeah.
Okay, we got 29. So we're going to go ahead and draw. This is for shirt number 2. KC Crime Fighter Reviews. All right. Congratulations. Be sure to drop me your address at buildadronereviewer@gmail.com. That's buildadronereviewer@gmail.com, and I will get this out to you. Congratulations. That's awesome.
Good deal. Good deal.
Now we got the grand prize here.
Hey, I just see Anthony Attiles has got hashtag Puerto Rico. You know, our hearts go out to everybody in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, they had 1.5 million people without power. It's pretty bad there.
Well, the flooding is what's devastating because it's completely ruining people's homes. You know, yeah, it's really bad.
So let's go ahead and share this here. Now this is the new and improved logo for Build a Drone Reviewer. By the way, these shirts, the color on this, it's called Heather Navy. It's a combination of gray, a heather gray, and navy. And these colors come out fantastic. I really like them a lot, and they do a great job on there. So this is what it's going to be. And guess what? It's going to be hashtag shirt SHIRT 1 shirt 1.
So Heather, now that's interesting because that's Johnny Droneflyer's girlfriend's name.
No, it's iJustine.
Oh, iJustine, I forgot. Yeah.
Golly, I can't cheat on iJustine with Heather.
No. Heck no.
Yeah, I mean, she's sending me the iPhone 14. I got to keep up with Marcus.
Yeah. Yeah, 10-4.
A lot of people entering here. Got a lot of people.
Look at that. One right after the other.
So Marcus, the camera on the app on that, do you like it so far? You really haven't taken a lot of pictures yet?
Yeah, you know what? I took my first pictures of it today, and I actually rebuilt my gate on my fence today, and I took some pictures, and that's the only thing I've done with it so far, Johnny.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Well,
I'm sure it's
Okay,
good.
So we have 30, and let's go ahead and do the drawing.
Did you see Ray Kelly's post there, Johnny?
I see it.
That's great.
And Ray Kelly. All right, Ray. Congratulations. That is awesome. Ray, send me your address up north, and I will get this out to you ASAP. I want to thank everybody for participating. We're going to do more of these. And once I figured out how to do these on StreamYard, it makes it real easy. And there used to be a tool that you used to use to pick a random comment, pick a random comment kind of a thing. This works a lot better because it actually forces you to comment something in the stream, and it picks it from those comments. So StreamYard did a good job on this. So I want to thank everybody for participating. Now we got something. We're not done yet. Okay. We're not done, because I got something else I want to share with you guys. Gotta bring this up here on the screen.
Ray just messaged me. He said, send that shirt to over here to my house and I'll bring it to him.
Okay. Just, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Johnny, you're a sly one.
No, Ray, man. Ray has, man, look, he has a blast. He loves his shirts. And man, I think we all got a collection of drone shirts now. It's amazing, how I kind of swapped over from the Harley Davidson to the drones. Man, I got a collection of drone shirts now.
Boy, isn't that something?
Well, for those of you who would like to add to your collection even more, now I couldn't drop these links either in the chat or in the description, but they will be out on the Build a Drone Reviewer Facebook group and Facebook page. Okay. What I've done is I have 5 auctions on eBay, and they're all called Build a Drone Reviewer drone accessories, lot 1 through lot 5. And I'm going to bring up one of them right here. Okay. You can see right here, there is just a wonderful set of now this one actually has a Snaptane drone. I support my local hobby shop. You can see there's stickers and a magnet. You can see there's a screen protector for the smart controller and a gimbal protector for the Mavic 2. Some Carolina drone swag. And above that are the original logo stickers. And then a Carolina drone shirt. And last but not least, a vinyl poster that has "As the Rotor Turns." I use that as a segue for some of my videos a couple of years ago. But all this is starting out, and all these are and I'll go through a couple more. Starts out at $5, okay, and there's no reserve on this. So if you were to bid $5 right now and wait it out a week, you would get it, okay. Now I do have a buy it now price of $50. That's just, if you feel so inclined. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the next one here to kind of give you a flavor. Now this is lot number 2. You can see this is quite a good collection of things right here. All right. And see, there's a PGY Tech landing pad. There's PGY Tech landing gear for the Mavic 2 Pro and Zoom. There is a Build a Drone Reviewer original logo polo shirt. I think it's 2XL is that. There's a brand new I support my local hobby shop. It's from Horizon Hobby. Spin up shirt, size 2XL. You can see there are more original stickers and the new stickers and magnet here. Carolina Drones hat and a Build a Drone Reviewer limited edition mug and a Build a Drone Reviewer original logo poster, vinyl poster. So, and again, these start out at $5, and I'm going to drop the links in Build a Drone Review Facebook group and Facebook page, because I know YouTube would probably get kind of sour if I would drop these links in here. So that's why I didn't do this, but I wanted to talk about it. And this is a chance to get some things that you won't see every day. Okay. And so these shirts are fantastic. Some of the swag that I've gotten through the years has been absolutely great. So I hope you guys, $5. I mean, that's what it's starting out at, plus shipping. If that's what it is for some of these, you guys will get a great deal. Now I'm going to show you guys one more here. Let's go to lot number 3. Okay.
Yeah, you don't realize how much stuff you got that you kind of don't use anymore. You got different drones. You may have sold that drone. You got some accessories. So yeah, it's a great way,
And there's prop guards to the Mavic Mini, and I think those will work on the Mini too. And you see this one here. Guess what? There's a Build a Drone Reviewer. Yeah, and this is the long logo. Great Day to Fly T-shirt. There's a Flight Crew shirt from Ready Set Drone. more stickers, a Build a Drone Reviewer original logo mug. I support my local hobby shop, and it's a great day to fly. That's the second logo. That has the Phantom 4 and the Mavic 2 on there. So again, some great opportunities to get some things here, guys. And for $5, I mean, seriously, you can't go wrong for this. And also for me, it earns me brownie points with the misses, because getting things out of the house. I mean, that's that's part of her love language is decluttering. So that's one of the things I like to do, and I think it'll help. And for $5, I mean, you can't go wrong. All right, seriously, this is just I think it's a steal. And some of these have actually gotten looked at on eBay, believe it or not, because I haven't really advertised it, and I didn't want to advertise it until today. So these are going to be let loose now. And you guys, the shipping is actually very inexpensive. One of the things that I've done, and I'll show you on this one here, with shipping. Now, I've given you two options: economy shipping, which is USPS Parcel Select Ground, that is slow, but it does cost less. And then for priority mail, for example, what you would do is, in order to calculate your rates, and a lot of people don't know this, just punch your zip code in here and get rates. And you can see, and I'll give you an example. This is a zip code I used to live in up in Pittsburgh. And it'll flash what the rates are for that. So you have an idea of exactly how much you're going to spend. I mean, figure what, for 15 or 20 bucks, and you get all this swag, some shirts, some hats, mugs, stickers, t-shirts. One of them even has a drone. I think it's fantastic, and it does one of your favorite drone reviewers a world of good with his misses. So we all like that. We all think that's good stuff. So, guys, any closing thoughts for tonight?
Yeah, these guys are bugging me about doing an auction or giving away the Corvette. So this is the best I can do right here.
Oh, I tell you. And Marcus, you catch hell about that vet, but man, look, that car is beautiful. And, I even know Sean, he says it's an old beater, but hey,
Hey, one of the coolest things that happened to me last Friday was I was in the staging lanes out at the racetrack, and I got right next to a guy in a 1956 Corvette. And it was a beautiful car. He was right in the middle of the restoration on it. 56 is a good vintage, Johnny, isn't it?
It is. I actually know how old that car is exactly.
Me too.
Yeah, I know exactly how old that is too. It's 2 years older than me. So yeah, and I saw that picture. That was great. I love seeing that, Marcus. That was fantastic. Oh, and by the way, I would be remiss not to mention, keep Ron in your thoughts and prayers. He's having minor surgery tomorrow. I know he wouldn't want us making a big deal about it, but we're going to but you know what? Ron is a big deal because Ron's a friend of ours. And anytime you're undergoing any kind of medical procedure, we're going to keep you in our thoughts and prayers. So Ron, keep you in our thoughts and prayers. Let us know how you're doing afterwards, and pray you have a very quick recovery and can get back out there and continue to be the Jedi Master of sunsets. Okay. Because there's nobody that does sunsets like you, my friend. No one on this earth. So that is your calling. So anyway, guys, I want to thank so much Marcus tonight, and Johnny, thanks for stopping by. We had a blast. I had a lot of fun tonight. I really enjoyed this giveaway. It was a lot of fun. We're going to do more of these coming up here, especially the holidays. I used to do them around the holidays, but I didn't do it the last couple of years. But we're going to do it. I'm going to drag Valerie in here. We're going to put. We have these wreaths that are actually have those big we actually have those old Christmas lights. They're battery powered, like remember the old bulbs, the big ones. They sold them at Epcot, okay, and we got a bunch of them, but they also sell them like at Walgreens and stuff. So we're gonna put those on and make some noise, have some fun. I'm gonna pick some Epidemic Sounds Christmas music so I don't get dinged, because I got dinged for that. Eric Kimball, thank you so much for the super sticker tonight. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yes, sir.
Well, I was going to comment one Vision aerial. So my best with a lock stock Corvette is an 11.2. So your 57 Chevy, I mean, not stock. I believe you. So I'm just telling you.
Well, guys, it's been a great night, and I want to thank you all. For me personally, I could feel it, and I got a lot of great comments from it. Talking about my coworker who passed away, it was kind of a shock to us. We didn't expect it, and we're dealing with it, and moving forward, and it's a large gap to fill, not only just in terms of work, but just what a great personality was, what a great friend and mentor he was to me. And my last 2 years before I retire, I've dedicated them to delivering the kind of quality results that he asked of me constantly. So I want to thank everybody again for your thoughts and prayers. Everybody have a great rest of your week, and remember, it's a great day to fly. Take care.